On Wednesday, the Bank of Namibia will make its monetary policy announcement. This will be the first time Mr. Johannes Gawagab officiates at the monthly event as new governor of the central bank. Consumers will most probably hope for another lowering in interest rates at the same level as in South Africa. NamPower will also officially launch the electrification of Omakenge coming Friday. The Namibian police today reported that 8 persons were arrested for drug offences in 4 different regions over the weekend. At Ruakana, an amount of 68,000 were allegedly stolen from a complainant using online and/or cell phone fraud. 2 suspects were arrested for stock theft at Oshivelo for allegedly stealing 6 head of cattle at the King Kauluma village and rebranding the animals. On Friday, First Rand Namibia, through its Hope Fund, Health Optimization in a Pandemic Emergency, donated 15 fever screening thermal cameras to the value of $1.4 million to the Ministry of Health and Social Services. These cameras will be utilized at high-risk points of migration between regions and at borders, as well as crowded areas such as hospitals, to assist those on the front lines identifying possible cases of COVID-19. In Hardap region, Bannerman Mining Resources provided assistance for the pandemic, amounting to $90,000 Namibian. Assistance packages were, amongst other, handed over to learners in the region. In other news from Windhoek, at Pioneers Park Primary School in Windhoek, parents were already queuing in yesterday to get their hands on application forms for the 2021 academic year at the popular state school in the capital. Yolanda Nala, Windhoek Express reports.
Quite a number of parents have been camping out in front of Pioneers Park Primary School since early on Sunday morning to make sure they get their hands on a Grade 1 application form, which was only available from this morning. They decided to brace the cold last night because there are only a certain number of applications available for the 2021 intake. Challenges parents are currently facing include the fact that they need their child's evaluation form from the kindergartens to assess if the children are ready for Grade 1. But due to the fact that the children haven't received formal training since mid-March of this year, these assessments are also being delayed.
This morning, law enforcement training with the emphasis on the rights of children who are in conflict with the law started in Windhoek. The project is supported by UNESCO. Francois Steinberg of the Republican was present.
The following. 1. To strengthen the capacity of law enforcement on the legal framework on juvenile justice in Namibia. 2. Reinforce compliance with international human rights, law and standards on justice for children during the COVID-19 pandemic. 3. To strengthen the capacity of NAMPO, NDF, NCS, and City Police to render child-friendly services to children who are not adhering to the state of emergency regulations.
The project was supported by UNICEF and not UNESCO. Taking a look at today's front pages. The Namibian Sun keeps the SWAPO party's failure to answer questions on the fish rod corruption scandal in the spotlight, and like Republican, reports on the life-threatening implications of the slow delivery of essential medicine from South Africa. Ice cold weather the last few days features in Republican's front page photo. The Afrikaans Daily also reports on a farm attack outside of Chuarongo on Sunday evening. The suspects are still at large according to available information. Algemeiner takes a look at the 22nd case of COVID-19 confirmed in Walvis Bay over the weekend. More than 5,000 people have been tested in Namibia for the virus. About 250 Namibian students in Cuba are complaining about an alleged lack of even basic assistance during the COVID-19. A tube of toothpaste in the lockdown country cost $200 Namibian. The Namibian reports in their lead story, while SWAPO as a governing party plans to make it impossible for members to stand as independent candidates in elections by changing the party's constitution. According to New Era, a standoff between some principals and an inspector of education in the Omusati region have led to delays in the delivery of essential hygiene material for preventing the spread of COVID-19. From the inside pages of the dailies, the Namibian reports, like other media, about the apology issued by a teacher in Walvis Bay for racial comments she made on Facebook. From the courts, New Era reports about the testimony of a young girl who witnessed a brutal murder in 2018. She was 13 years old when the accused, Johannes Naukale, who is 41 years old, shot his girlfriend in January 2018. Neuka was a paramedic in the Defense Force. A new petition has been launched for legalizing abortion in Namibia. Namibian Sun tackles the controversial topic. In the German daily, City of Windhoek explains the purchase of 39 new vehicles at a price of 13 million for the capital's police force. On a positive note, the German Lutheran Church have provided more than 30 tons of food assistance to those in need at Groot Alb due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you for watching, and from the NMH family and myself, we wish you nothing but a wonderful day, and please do stay safe.